Hello, everyone. Good morning. You might see a little bald head over here. That's all you're gonna see. I'm on Grammy duty today. So,
And it's a beautiful Grammy duty.
though we just correct and continue, go with the flow, because that's what you do.
That's right. That's life. Adjust and trust, or trust and adjust, however you want to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Well, we are all in alignment with Anita A, Cheryl V, helping you create sacred spaces. And the importance of space. I just want to open with that, Miss Anita, if that's all right with you. Because
Mm-hmm.
I was at a little gathering last night, and I want a big shout out to Janice Gallant, Soulfully Aligned Women, for the invitation to attend her gathering at the teepee. It was beautiful, and it really reminded me the environment that we're in, the places and the spaces where we go, and the energy we surround ourselves in is hugely impactful on you.
Mm.
And she made one comment last night that there's lots of spaces that you can go to that don't feel so good. You don't have to stay.
Yeah, that's important.
And we're always talking about our environment. But sometimes we need those beautiful reminders, like I had last night, of the importance and the impact that an environment had. I was sitting on the grass. I was sitting on the ground. When I laid down, was it comfortable like my bed? No, but it was perfect because of the space and the environment and the other people in the room or in the area. So, anyway, it was a lovely evening, and thank you, Gems, for the invitation. Thoroughly enjoyed it and meeting the other ladies that were there. Geez, I got cards flying up left, right.
Oh, good. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to even be able to
That's
shuffle a
okay.
card.
I've had two come up, so you're good. I got you covered. Got you covered, girl.
Yeah, I think my hands are busy.
It's a little bit full. It's all good. All right. Well, we get our topics or themes from the day from the Personal Paradise card deck by Tara Catherine Collins. And I had, as I mentioned, two cards fly out. The first one, if are we ready to start with this?
Yep, of course.
Is, excuse me, the number 12 card, Wind Dancers. And I smile because a beautiful friend of mine gave me this chime last year with a hummingbird on it. Won't point at who gave it to me or anything. And it has not stopped chiming. It's been hanging outside for over a year now. I absolutely love it in the backyard with me. And at the same time, another friend of mine, her neighbor across the street, had a huge wind chime hanging in their front yard. Well, she heard it all night long when she was trying to sleep. And the people that lived in the house didn't hear it at all because they spent their time in the back. So I said, well, just have a conversation with her. And she did. She went over, and her neighbor had no idea that it was annoying her. Never gave it a thought. Because when she hung it, she loved it and then walked away. Right? So when it comes to wind chimes, just maybe have that if you like your neighbors and you want a good relationship with your neighbors. Keep that in the back of your mind. But what is the purpose of wind dancers?
Mm-hmm.
Wind dancers, catching attention. Hello, right? Earrings.
Well, yeah, I got one. I just realized the other one didn't get put on. It's still sitting on my desk because I kind of got sidetracked there.
That's all right. But it attracts attention, right? What's that little man done already this morning?
Mm-hmm.
Grabbed a
Yeah,
hold of Grammy's headset, whoosh, came flying off. That's life. But that's what they're supposed to do. It's to attract attention. If you don't want attention attracted, then you may also want to look at your environment.
Well, it's also in his little playpen. He's got the little whirligigs.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
are those are little wind dancers for him, right? So he's always looking up. and wanting to grab them, and how can
Hmm.
I get that in my mouth?
Hmm. Hmm.
Because I want something to chew on.
Yes. And you'll see them at car dealerships. So if you're a business owner, do you have a wind dancer? Part of what we talked about at our workshop that we just did about opening the potential or unlocking the potential of your front entrance was, what do you want to welcome into your home? What do you want to
Hmm.
welcome in? First, you need to know what you want to welcome in, and then you need to make space for it. So, how do you attract the attention of that chi? How do you get the attention? You can use garden flags. They had some beautiful ones there. You
Mm-hmm.
can literally use a wind chime if you want. I had a bamboo one that hung at the front of our house. My husband hated it. It came down.
Yeah.
But he loves the little one in the back, which is interesting because it's closer to the bedroom. Excuse me, but it sounds differently.
But it is actually anything that, like you say, that says hello,
Mm,
hello, hello, right? And that's what we want. We want to be able to attract that attention
mhm,
because we want that that good chi, the good energy to come into our home. Then
mhm.
it's going to circulate and nourish all the home's occupants and hopefully all the rooms in the house. Speaking of wind chimes, my neighbor has a beautiful woodstock wind chime on her back deck.
Mhm.
And so I absolutely love having my morning coffee on my back deck. And if there's a little breeze, I get the benefit of her wind chime.
Mm, beautiful.
Absolutely love it. And it has even more meaning because I actually went to Woodstock
Yes.
and I was there where they make the Woodstock chimes. I mean, that was a pure, by chance incident. It wasn't planned on the journey, and Spirit decided to take my
Mhm.
sister and I to Woodstock that year. Anyway, so that was fun. So yeah, I always, when I, hear
Mhm.
her wind chime and knowing that it's a Woodstock chime, I always get like a fond remembrance or reminder of that
Yeah.
trip and that time. And I think, and it's just a lovely little warm your heart kind of feeling.
Well, it's
So,
that subliminal messaging too, right? It's
mhm.
bringing that back.
And so again, you might have a
Oh,
wind chime or a wind dance or something that creates movement in your front area, or maybe it's in your back, and it may have one of those wonderful memories attached to it. I know
mhm.
I realized I don't have my glasses on either.
Yes, you do.
We're not looking through our feng shui eyes yet this morning. We're still waking up.
Oh, but that's true. That goes with
Yeah.
every
Hmm.
aspect of everything you own. Someone's got a comment on Facebook, I'm guessing.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
a very wise person named Karen Abler.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. And
Huh.
she is one of the teachers of the Western School of Feng Shui. We love that you join us, by the way,
Yes.
Karen. And
Good
she
morning.
says wind dancers can also draw one's attention away from a less desirable feature or view.
Oh, valid. Thank you.
Yes,
Very
because
valid.
that's a great reminder,
Yes.
because we can't always control what
No.
our neighbors are doing. And, maybe they have something that you're looking at or whatever that's not so, right? So yeah, that's a great, thank you. Thank you
Mm-hmm.
for that tip, Karen.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There's our TIP for the day.
Hmm.
What can you attract attention away from, or what do you want to attract attention to?
Hmm.
So double-sided, right? That duality. Bring in the
100%.
chi, bring in the chi. Which is interesting because the second card that came out is the number 41 card, secondary entrances.
Oh. Hmm.
Oh, How many of you use your secondary entrance all the time? And by that, I mean not the entrance, not the address entrance to your door, to your home. One of the ladies I work with she was so cute. She came to work the other day and she said, you know what? I had a realization last night. I have the garbage at the door.
Ooh,
So
yes.
I'm greeted by it. And every time I walk out the door, it's like I have to do. And then I come home and it's like I have to do. I moved my garbage and my garbage cans. Good girl.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds, however, like they're migrating back because of convenience. So it's a simple question. What's showing up in your life? What are the current results? What do you want to change? If everything's perfect, then say la vie. But if you want to change something, or if something's going on that you don't like, then consider your environment.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Have a look through the feng shui eyes, see what's being reflected back to
Mhm.
you, at you. And secondary entrances also are the back door, right?
Mhm.
Remember, we had one of our participants at our workshop there a couple weeks back, and she said that she never went through their front
Mhm.
entrance because she always parked at the back of the property. And so she was always coming in the back door, and her
Mhm.
husband was the one that was using the front door.
Mhm.
And she had quite a few
Holy
holy
shipment.
shift moments, not, more than one, when we were talking about the importance of attracting that chi and the importance of being, greeted or welcomed
Mhm.
home when you're the home's occupants. And so, very different perspective for her coming home, and very different perspective from her husband.
Mhm.
And we have to touch base with her and see what changes she's made and
Quite a
see
few
what
changes.
shifted. Oh, you already know she's already made some. Yeah.
She's already made some changes in the front and in the back because she realized when she was coming home, she was being greeted by some less than desirable things. So she shifted that. She also shifted an area and made an area in the backyard for all of them to enjoy. And then we
Nice.
did a bunch of cleanup in the front.
Oh, wow.
So,
Cool.
yeah.
Okay, so then, yeah, that'll be worth checking in on to
Hmm.
see what opportunities, or, what things have shifted
Shifted.
in their life, because that's what happens.
Yes.
You know, you think, oh, how can just moving something around or adding this or putting a wind chime, or, how can that affect my life? When in fact, everything is energy,
Hmm.
and the intention behind it, the feeling behind it, it just sends a different signal out there in the universe. And then all of a sudden, there's different things that start to flow into your life that
Hmm.
maybe you had put out there way back somewhere over here. And it took the right environment, the right shift of energy for it to bring it towards you or bring it forward. So, always, whenever you make any changes that
Hmm.
we talk about on Feng Shui Friday, just be aware um, of what other things start to shift in your life, personally,
Hmm.
professionally, what have you, and in different areas, because it's all connected.
Everything is connected.
Hmm.
You've got your grandbaby there, and I
Yeah,
just had a thought that
yeah. There's little feet going. Boop, 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 boop.
coming in and out of the screen.
Yeah.
But the environment shifting for him, his behavior is going to shift based on the environments that he's in,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we learn from a young age. I mean, it's just where we are. Think about animals. Think about yourself. You've gone into an environment that didn't feel so good, and you may have been affected by it. Depends how long you stayed. I've gone into situations where there was some not so great energy and found myself getting caught up in it. It was like, hang on, I don't need to take this on. I can just let it go and step out of it and go back to myself because we're all connected. because everything is energy.
Hmm. I have to share another story. I mean, I don't know that it connects so much with second entrances and the wind dancers. However, I think it's worth noting. My daughter-in-law um, made a post the other day. I told her to make a testimonial on this group, but she hasn't done it yet. Anyways, our 3-year-old granddaughter for the last 4 to 6 months has not been sleeping very well. And, she decides she wants to play at 9 o'clock, at 10 o'clock at night, and all of this stuff. Anyways, of course, the mother-in-law, I've been, dropping little subtle hints, and we should
What's in the
maybe
bedroom?
we should maybe change her bed around, and we should do this, and just subtle whatever. So anyways, last week she finally decided that she would, maybe take some of Grammy's advice.
Hmm.
And so then she had me over to, make sure that they were moving her bed in the right direction and all of these things. And so then she was absolutely blown away. Day
Hmm.
4, she was like, wow, wow, wow. Could not believe the difference. This child has been sleeping through the night, hasn't woken up to come in the bedroom, uh, you know, sleeping in the morning, like all those things, right? And I just, chuckle to myself because I think it's not about, it is the environment, right?
100%.
And it's not necessarily because I'm sure some of her friends are saying, oh, what direction did you move the bed, right? It's not so much, I mean, yes, the direction plays an important role,
Mhm.
but in her case, it was about putting her bed in an area that she felt
Safe in.
nested, that
Mhm.
she felt safe. Prior to that, her bed was in the middle of the room, right? Open on both sides, and it's all about affecting the nervous system. It
Mhm.
all comes back down to how does it make you feel? How does it make you feel? And to eliminate some of those playful wind dancers in her bedroom, right?
Mhm.
Those
Mhm.
things that would be vying for her attention as a little person going, hello, hello, come play with me, hello, right? Um, in a sense, they're like little
Yes,
wind dancers in a child's mind. They're grabbing
exactly.
your attention. And so it's eliminating some of those things because you don't want that wind dancers happening when you're having a child wanting to sleep. Yeah.
Well, and it's no different for the adults.
Mm-hmm.
The wind dancers come in the form of our electronics now. And just think of every screen that's changing, like you're blinking and blinking and blinking and blinking.
Mm-hmm.
Your brain needs time to calm down. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So
going back to the secondary entrances, and that's still an important story, Anita, because it does bring into the effect of the wind dancers. That's another way of looking at how they attract attention.
mm-hmm.
That is their intention. The job of a wind dancer is to attract the cheese attention. Where are you placing them? And secondary, it's a bedroom in this case, your granddaughter's bedroom. So
Mm-hmm.
it can still tie in. We can make anything tie in.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we've got a 41 and a 12. So we have a 5 and a 3, which equals an 8. Yay!
Mm-hmm. Yay.
So I'm going to refer to double digitology, Marilyn Harper Joy Roby, for the number 8 and what Adironda has to say about it. Represents infinity, shape of the 3 completed. The
Mm.
8 by itself represents, as we all know, well, maybe not, so that's why I'm reading this, abundance, wealth in all things in addition to money, the constant ebb and flow of all things, meaning energy, because everything is energy. Continued confidence, success, and inner wisdom, decisiveness, and self-discipline. I want to end on that self-discipline because at our workshop again, we recommended that those that typically come in the garage door create a new habit of going out and coming in the front door every day and just
Mm.
inviting the energy in. Come on in. Come on in, Chi. I'm open to receiving. Come on in. It's that simple. You don't even need 20 minutes to do that. But the self-discipline in that number 8 is a great reminder. So tips for your secondary entrance: observe. What are you being greeted by when you come home? If that's the door you're using all the time, what's greeting you as soon as you, before you enter the door, and then when you enter the door? And the same thing when you're leaving, because that's impressing upon your day. So if you're leaving and you see that pile of garbage and you think, that's the start of your day when you leave, and you're taking that energy with you into your vehicle and out into your day and out into the world.
Mm. Mhm. And I think too that if you are using a secondary entrance, switch it up, right?
Yeah.
Just like our person did,
Mhm.
the awareness that it may, or maybe you're using the front entrance and your other person is using the secondary, right? It's how we treat ourselves, you know, is how maybe we treat others.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. There's an old saying,
It's
the queen doesn't come in the back door.
love it.
Have yourselves a great week. Oh, this is the final Friday of the month. Oh my God. Really?
Is it?
Yeah, it's the 24th. Is it?
We don't. Oh, I think we have one more, don't we?
Yeah, okay. 31st is a
Yep.
Friday. Okay, thank you. Whew. I thought, oh my gosh, July is done?
Not quite.
Not
Almost.
quite. Thank goodness, because we have lots to do with our Her Inspired Journey, and I want to take a moment to talk about our event coming up. Last night really reminded me about why Anita and I have started this event 4 years ago. It is to build and create this safe, sacred space, this container for women to come join us, to connect, not just with others, but with something in themselves. To create that community, that safe space where you can feel comfortable, where you can feel safe, be heard. For those who want to be seen, there's a stage, right? They can get up on that stage. It is our privilege to bring this together because the shifts and the connections and the changes that spiral out from it, I was noticing that again last night. One of the ladies that attended the event met Janice, the host of the event, last year at Her Inspired Journey, right? We've had speakers that have gone and met with another speaking coach that was at the event. And now they've met other speakers and they've become friends. We've had a speaker who had a business there, and she got a couple business partners from the first event 2 years ago that she spoke at. And that has spiraled out. So it's very cool to see the spiraling effects. That's that ripple that continues going out. We don't know where it goes. We don't know where it ends, but it is so cool to witness some of them. And we only see parts of them.
Yep.
What a
Yep.
privilege. What a
It is a
privilege.
privilege.
So thank you for joining us this week. We will see you next week. Friday, Feng Shui Friday. Have yourself a childlike, wind dancing, fabulous day and week ahead.
Okay, bye for now.